Good evening and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Erin Sullivan.
And I'm Brian Mastry. Let's get right into our top 6 headlines at 6.
Nebraska wildfires have charred more than 730,000 acres tonight. That's about 11 times the size of Lincoln. In western Nebraska, the Morrill Fire is now the largest in Nebraska history, with more than 572,000 acres burned. Officials say it started as an electrical fire.
A Democrat running for Douglas County Sheriff challenging a ruling that he's ineligible to run. The Douglas County Election Commissioner announced last week that Mark Martinez could not run because he does not have an active law enforcement certificate. His certificate expired in 2009. His campaign is hoping the court will vindicate him, adding that Martinez is still actively campaigning for sheriff.
A Nebraska college student killed in a crash involving a wrong-way driver. An SUV was going the wrong way down the interstate when it crashed into a car with 4 Concordia University students inside. 22-year-old Matthew Wing from Seward, Nebraska was killed. The 3 other students riding with him were hurt.
The family of the Bellevue soldier killed in Kuwait announcing when they will lay him to rest. The funeral for Sergeant First Class Noah Tegens is set for Saturday, March 28th, so a week from this Saturday. We don't yet know when he will be returned to Nebraska. We have the visitation and funeral details at firstalerts6.com.
President Trump announcing his top aide, Chief of Staff Susie Wiles, has breast cancer. Trump says the cancer is in an early stage and says that Wiles has an excellent prognosis. We're told she will continue to work full-time remotely during treatment.
Spring break travelers around the country report staggering waiting times at airport security, while TSA agents continue to work without pay. Here in Atlanta, wait times nearly 2 hours today. Airlines now calling on Congress to fund the Homeland Security and end this partial shutdown.